What up, person? I'm good. All right. Most High Christ. All right. So, all right. So this is pick up where we left off. I believe what was that? Genesis 14:7, I believe, is what we picking up today. Um, all right. So this is I think believe last week we picked up where we dropped off where Abraham, or at this time his name is Abram, uh, with his wife went into the land of Egypt, and he was telling it's like one second. Right, we picked up where we left off. It was Abram went into the land of Egypt with his wife. He basically he didn't want to tell everybody that was his wife, because that could have gotten them killed. You understand, or unalive, so like it, right? So he said, "Say that you my sister," right? He said that, and Pharaoh's trying to get at her. And then the Lord sent plagues and all kind of things to show him that this woman is married. You understand? Which is a question I had to ask too. But so then Pharaoh asked them to leave out of Egypt, right? So they left out of Egypt, and they went. Him and Lot went into a land where they got into it. They had to go separate ways. And I believe we left off right there. So we're gonna pick it up where we left off. But first, so like before we get into that, we're gonna go ahead and get into these prayers, right? So that Amadium, which means to stand. When Sarah turn face to east, we're gonna begin with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. All right. So La Shala. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw. Bashamayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Lavaka. Taba'ah. Watazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Baratza. Hawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Nathan. Manawa. Akam. Call. The wall. Wasalakanawa. Wala'ah. Tabayanawa. One. Abal. Awashanawa. Mayan. Wakaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Wala'ah. Watapara. Lawayoyim. Aman. In the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. All right. I'm going to I'm going to read Psalms 121. Oh, so like the power in the Hebrew. All right.
This is the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahushua. Tananawa. Akak. Lawapa'ah. Call Maka'Allah. Call Madawa. Akak. That's a hard. How much of the Ryan? Akak. Laquayim. Hamathium. Akak. Awaqua. Hatama'ala. Agarsh. Ba'ashem. Yahushua. The water Aman.
Right. In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew.
All right, this is the blessings in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Why Yahushua? Umay Kala. Wa'alhayim. Fatah Bayah. Alawak. Yahana. Alawakim. Hasaranium. Hakwatizayanium. Hakwatizayanium. Hakaya Yala. Waka Akwatium. Yahweh Yahushua. What I'm on.
All right, in English, bless you, Yahweh. And Yahushua. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding journey Johanna. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
All right, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 121 in Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Ahahariah. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Izariah. Ma'an Yahweh. Aisha. Shemayim. Wa'aratazah. Ayathan. Lamawat. Lagarka. All Shamarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Gayashan. Shalmar. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazarka. Ayad. Imyanka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ah. Yakaka. Wayarak. Balayala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Bukarai. Yashamar. Atapashta. Yahweh. Yashamar Tala'afta. Waba'aka. Ba'aita. Wa'ai Awalam.
All right, in English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from the Lord. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore.
Like the song 83 in the Hebrew edition. All right, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim, Al Demaya, Lakah, Al Takarash, Wa Al Takwat, Al Kayahana, Awaya Yabika, Yahama Yawan, Wa Mashana, Yaka, Sha'a Wash Ra'ash, Al Maka, Ya'ara Young Wa, Sawad, Waya Thaya Itizm, Wa, Al Taza Pandika, Amoro, Lakawa, Wana Kakidam, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasharala, Awakaya, the white to the white to the what? Lab Yakagwa, Al Yaka, Baya, Yakarat, Ahoya, Arawama, Wagashmaala, Mawa Wagari, Gabal, Wahamawan, Wamalak, Halashat, Amishabia, Telaward, Gamas Award, Nalawa, Imam Hayawa, Zarawa Laban Yalawat, Aisha Laham, Kamadian, Kasayaya Sarah, Kayabian, Banakal, Kwashawan, Na Shamadwa, Ba'ayan Dara, Hayawadaman, La Adama, Sayatamba, Nariyabma, Nariyabma, Ka Irab Wakaza Taba, Wakazabat, Wakazazal Manai, Call Nasa Yakam, Washar, Amor, Na Yasharash, Lanawa, Nawat, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatam, Kagogala, Kakwash, Lapanya, Raka, Kaash, the Byra, Yaira, Waka La'aba, Talahat, Harya, Khan Taradatma, Basa Iraka, Wabasa Wapathka, Dabahal Mala'a, Panya Hampwalan, Kualawan, Saki Panya Hampwalan, Waya Bashwa, Waya Bakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahal, Wa'ai, Waikar Power, Yabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kaya, Athar, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadika, Ayawan, Alkar Haratza.
In the English, keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O God.
O God.
For lo,
thine
enemies make it tumult.
Thine enemies make it tumult.
And they that hate thee,
have
lifted up the head.
They
have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said,
Come.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel,
may
be no more in remembrance.
May be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
They have consulted together
with one consent.
They
are confederate against me.
They're confederate against me.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the
Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes. The Baal.
And Amalek.
And the Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur. Also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Selah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kison. Which perished at Endor. They become as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a rib. And like Zeb. Yea. All their princes as Zabah. And as Zamuna. Who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God. Make them like a wheel. As the stumble before the wind. As the fire burneth a wood. And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. And make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. O Lord. Let them be confounded in trouble. Forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou whose name alone is Yahweh. Art the Most High. Over all the earth. All right, with that, we're gonna seat it. Sharpen. We're going to go ahead and start. Let's see, Genesis chapter 14, verse 7, I believe. All right. Slack, sir.
So Genesis, like this, sir. What notes? For the theme segment, we ended at Genesis 14:7.
Right.
So you want to start at 14:7?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're gonna start it off in the Hebrew, like we always do. All right, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 14, verse 7 in the Hebrew. Wayash bawa. Wayab ba'awa. All. Talayan, Mashapat, Hawa'a, Kwadash, Waikwawa, Call, Shaddad. Salaki. Mashapat, Hawa'a, Kodash, Waikawa, Paul, Shaddad. Ayam malakwaya. Wagam. Amaraya. Hayashab. I'm gonna step on the video quick. Real quick. Like 30 seconds. Book. Not right now. Waka Taza Baka Tazawa Tamar. I'm going to verse 17. Verse 8. Wayatazah Malak Saddam Wamalak. What? Malak Saddam Wamalak Amara Wamalak Adama Wamalak Wamalak Adama. Abayayim. Tazabayum. Tazabawayim. Wamalak. Bala'ai. Hawa'a. Taza'ir. Waya'ai. Wakaya. Hawa. Waya'ai Rakawa. Atham. Mo. Khama. Ma Khama. Ba'amukwa. Hashadayum. Verse 9. Kador. Kador. La'amor. Kador La'amor. Malak. Ayalam. Watadayor. Malak. Gawayum. Wa'arapal. Wa'amapal. Malak. Shanayar. Wa'araya. What are your rock? Malak. Alasar. Arab Aya. Malakayum. Ah. Achamasha. Verse 10. Verse 10. Wa'amak. Slaki. Hashadayum. Ba'ara. Hamor. Wayanasawa. Malak. Saddam. Wa'imara. Wayaplawa. Shema. Wahan Sha'ara. Wahan Sha'arayim. Wahan Wahan Sha'arayim. Hara. Nasawa. Verse 11. Wayakawa. Paul. Rakash. Saddam. Wa'imara. Wa'af. Paul. Akalam. Wayalak Kawa. It's like Wayalak Kawa. Verse 12. Waya Kawa. Wayakahawa. Lawat. Wa'af. Rakashwa. Bun. Achaya. Abram. Wayalakwa. Wahawa. It's like Wahawa. Yashab. Basadam. Verse 13. Wayaba'a. Hapsayawat. Wayagda. La Abram. Ha'ai Bariah. Ha'ai Bariah. Waha. Shakan. Ba'alanya. Mamraya. Mariah. Achaya. Ashkal. Wa'achaya. Einar. Waham. Waham. Balaya. Bariah. Abram. Verse 14. Wayash. Wayash Ma'ai. Abram. Kaya. Nashba. Achayawa. Wayarak. Ah. Hanaya Kayawa. Yelaya Daya. Bayatawa. Shemana. Ashar. Washalash. Ma'awath. Wayadak. I. Done. But 15. Waya Khalak. Hello. Alayachum. Layala. Hawa. Wa'ai. Wa'ai Badayawa. Where I come. Wayar the Pum. Wayar the sorry. Wayar the Pum. I Kawaba. Ashar. Mashma'al. Ladam Shah. Verse 16. Wayashab. Call. Harakwash. Wagum. Lawat. Achayawa. wa Rak Shawa. Hashayab, Wagam, Ath, Hanashayim, Wa'ath, Cha'ayim. Verse 17. Wayatazah, Malak, Saddam, Lak, Watawa, Acharya, Shawabwa, Machakwa, Kadar La'amor, Kadar La'amor, Wa'ah, Lakayum, Ashar, Atawa, Oh, Amak, Shawa, Hawa'ah, Amak, Hamalak. That's it, sir. Right. All right. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 14, verse 7 in the English. And they returned and came to En Mishpat, which is Kadesh, and smote all the country of the Amalekites, and also the Amorites that dwelt in Hazan Tamar. Verse 8. And there went out the king of Sodom, and the king of Gomorrah, and the king of Admah, and the king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, the same as Zoar, and they joined battle with them in the vale of Siddim. Verse 9. With Kedor Laamor, the king of Elam, and with Tidal, king of nations, and Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Arioch, king of Elasar, 4 kings with 5. And the vale of Siddim was full of slime pits, and the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled and fell there, and they that remained fled to the mountain. Verse 11. And they took all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah, and all the victuals, and went their way. Verse 12. And they took Lot, Abram's brother's son, who dwelt in Sodom, and his goods, and departed. And there came one that had escaped. Verse 13. And there came one that had escaped, and told Abram the Hebrew, who dwelt in the plain of Mamre, the Amorite.
Okay.
Brother.
So real quick, so there's a war. You know what I'm saying? The kings of Sodom and Gomorrah went to war, and Abraham's brother Lot ended up getting taken captive. Okay, go ahead.
Khan. For he dwelt in the plain of Mamre, the Amorite, brother of Eshcol, the brother of Aner, and these were confederate with Abram. Verse 14. And when Abram heard that his brother was taken captive, he armed his trained servants, born in his own house, 318, and pursued them unto Dan. Verse 15. And he divided himself against them, he and his servants by night, and smote them. And pursued them unto Habah, which is on the left hand of Damascus. Verse 16. And he brought back all the goods, and also brought back again his brother Lot, and his goods, and the women also, and the people.
So Abraham went and saved his brother, man. You know what I'm saying? He got his 300 servants, and 300 of his trained servants. You understand? He went to war to get his brother back. You understand? Same thing with our brothers, man. We understand. We stick together and we fight for each other, man. You understand? You understand? We fight for each other. We stand together. You understand? That's brotherhood, right? Go ahead.
Come good. The same way that Abraham went to war to retrieve his brothers back from the hands of the enemy, is the same way how we are in class, the same way we go to camp, the same way we do missions to help our people and to let our people know that they do have brothers and sisters who care about them. We are trying to retrieve our brothers and save our brothers from the hands of our enemies. The same way that Abraham saved his nephew Lot from the hands of his enemies. We have to, the same way we think that we originate from Africa, that is our so-called place of origin. That is not where we come from. Sorry. That is not where we come from. Captain Collins has a book called "We Came from the East," and we said that the meaning of "we came from the East" is that we came from Jerusalem. What is it? The book of Galatians, where it says it's mother of us all.
Okay, which question?
It's like it was a verse in the book of Galatians that said Jerusalem is the mother of us all.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Come. You know what I'm saying? We think we come from our enemies. We come from our own. We come from our own stock, a private stock. Not the same as our enemies. It's not yet. That's it. That's all I say.
All right. Was that it on it?
17. No, sir. Verse 17. And the king of Sodom went out to meet him after his return from the slaughter of Kedar-Laomer, and of the kings that were with him at the valley of Shavah, which is the king's dale. That's it, sir.
Okay, that's not question. We'll go back to the Hebrew. Verse 18.
All right. All right, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 14, verse 18. It's like there's no verse 28 in chapter 14. Do I stop at verse 2 of chapter 19?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
All right, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 14, verse 18 in the Hebrew. Wamalakia. Tadadak. Malak. Shalom. Hawa Tadaya'a. Baham. Wayayawa. Wa Hawa. Kahawa. La'al. Ila one. Verse 19. Waya Barak Hawa. Waya More. Barawak. Abram. La'al. Ila Alahaya. Ila one. Ila one. Quana. Shemayim. Waratza. Verse 20. Verse 20. Wabarawak. All. Ila one. Ashar. Magun. Tazarayaka. Bayadaka. Wayatwa. Wagathon, Slaki. Lawa. Ma'ashar, Makal. Verse 21, Wayamar, Malak, Saddam, Al, Abram, Gawa, Laya, Hanapash, Rakash, Ra, Kash, Raharakash, Lucky, Qua, Lak. Verse 22, Wayamar, Abram, Al, Malak, Saddam, Araya, Araya, Maraya, Mathia, Yediah, All, Yahweh, All, Ayla 1, Panah, Shemayim, Waratazah. Verse 23, I'm, Mahawat, Mahawat, Wa'ai, Sharawak, 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 Na'al, Wa'aim, Wa'aim, Aqua, Makal, Ashar, Lak, Wala'ah, Amar, Tamar, Anaya, Ha'ai, Shara, Harasha, Ha'ai, Sharathia, Abram. Verse 24, Idea, Rock, Ashore, Aklawa, Hana Arayum, Wahalak, you read it to us? Ha'a, Nashayum, Ha'a, Nashayum, Ashar, Halakwa, Athia, Ainar, Ashko, Wamam Ra'a, Ham, Yakowa, Haquam, Sa, This is the book of Genesis chapter 15, verse 1 in Hebrew. Achar. Had Barayim. Had Barayim. Ha ha. Ha ha. Hayaha. Debar. Yahweh. All. Abram. Bama. Bama. Ha. Zaha. Bama Chazaha. Lamar. It's like Lamar. All. Taya Ra'ah. Abram. Anakaya. Magan. It's like it. Magan. Lock. Shak. Rakah. Shak Rakah. Harbaha. Harbaha. Ma'ad. Verse 2. Wayamar. Abram. Adoniah. Yahweh. Maha. It's like the thun. Laya. Wa'a Nakaya. Wa'a Nakaya. Hawalak. Araya. Raya. Waban. Bashak. Bayataya. It's like a Bayataya. It's like it. Hawa'a. Damshak. Alaya Isaac. Verse 3. Wayamor. Abram. Han. Laya. La'a. Nataha. It's like it. Zerai. The Rai. Wahanha. Bun. Bagataya. Yarash. Athaya. Verse 4. Wanacha. Debar. Yahweh. Alaya Lawa. Lamar. La'a. Yayarshaka. Zaha. Kaya. Ashar. Yatala'a. Mam Ayaka. Mam Ayaka. Hawa'a. Yayarshaka. Verse 5. Waya Watala'a. Athawa. Chacha Watataha. Wayamor. Habat. Na'a. Hash. Mayama. Hash Mayama. Hashmaya Maha. What's up, bro? What's up, Paul? What's up, Paul? Hak Wakab Yum. Hak Wakabium. That will call. Lost Paul. That's a par. Atham. Wayamor. Lawa. Kaha. Yahaya. Yahaya. Zarika. That's it, sir. All right, we're gonna resume in the English, verse 18. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 14, verse 18. And Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought forth bread and wine.
And Melchizedek, king of Salem. Salem is, what's that word? What's that mean? Peace. It's like, yeah, it means peace. You understand? So this is Melchizedek, king of peace. What else means? What else is another word for peace? Another name for it. Jerusalem. You understand? Now this is before Jerusalem. Jerusalem didn't exist in this time period during the time of Abraham. You understand? So King Melchizedek was king of Jerusalem. He was a king of Jerusalem. You understand? Who was that? Who was the king of Jerusalem? Christ, man. The king of, you understand? He's the king. So what it's telling you right now is that Melchizedek, you understand? This is Christ, man. You understand? This was Christ making an appearance. You understand? Go ahead.
Khan.
I'm sorry from the chart.
Verse 18. And Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought forth bread and wine, and he was a priest of the Most High God. Verse 19. And he blessed him and said,
he was a priest. Melchizedek was a priest. Now this is before the Levites. This is even before the Levites, man. You understand? He was the priest of the Most High God, man. You understand? Before that, this just lets you know, like, this is Christ making an appearance. Who are the priests under? The priests after, right? Under Melchizedek. This is what Christ started a new priesthood. Like before, it was given to the Levites. Or after this, it was given to the Levites. Levites were priests, and then when during the time of Christ, you understand, we follow after the order of Melchizedek. And that we're now priests are in, Judites, Levites, good night. Ephraimites, Manassites, Gadites, we all in different tribes, but we're still under the same nation, man. We still the children of Israel. We are the nation. That's how the Lord always wanted us to be, a nation of priests. A nation of priests is what the Lord always wanted, man. You understand? Okay, go ahead, Bishop.
Khan. Verse 19. And he blessed him and said, Blessed be Abram of the Most High God, possessor of heaven and earth.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 20. And blessed be the Most High God, which had delivered thine enemies. Which had delivered thine enemies into thy hand.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave him tithes of all.
And he did what?
Gave him tithes of all.
Gave him tithes of all. You understand? Abraham gave tithes to the priest Melchizedek, man. You understand? And that's law, man. Paying tithes is law. It's the commandment of the Lord, man. You understand what I'm saying? It's a part of serving the Lord. No different than not eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Paying your tithes. You understand? giving a tenth of all of your increase. You understand? All of your increase, your paycheck, your 10% of that needs to go to the Lord. You understand? It's a commandment. Pay your tithes, man. Go ahead.
Verse 21. And the king of Sodom said to Abram, give me the persons and take the goods to thyself. Verse 22. And Abram said to the king of Sodom, I have lifted up mine hand unto the Lord, the Most High God, the possessor of heaven and earth. Verse 23. Now I will not take from a thread even to a shoe latchet, and that I will not take anything that is thine, lest thou shouldest say, I have made Abram rich.
So what Abraham is doing, he's not giving the opportunity for a man of another nation, you understand, to take credit for Abraham's for the blessings of Abraham. You understand? He ain't gonna say, no, I don't want nothing from you. Or else you're gonna be telling everybody, oh, well, I'm the one that made Abraham rich. I don't know why he talking about some the guy he served and all that. I'm the one that put the money in his pocket. You know what I'm saying? Nah, don't even worry about all that. You know what I'm saying? Because Abraham he knew that the Lord is with him. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 24. Save only that which the young men have eaten, and the portion of men which went with me.
Right.
Aner, Eshcol, and Mamre, let them take their portion. All right. This is the book of Genesis, the 15, verse 1. After these things, the word of the Lord came unto Abram in a vision, saying, fear not, Abram, I am thy shield, and thy exceeding great reward. Verse 2. And Abram said, Lord God, what wilt thou give me, seeing I go childless, and the steward of my house is this Eliezer of Damascus? Verse 3. And Abram said, behold, to me thou hast given no seed, and lo, one born in my house is mine heir. Verse 4. And behold, the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, this shall not be thine heir, but he that shall come forth out of thine own bowels shall be thine heir.
So Lord told Abraham, you understand, the child, the son that he has, the son that's gonna come, that's who's gonna take his place. That's who's gonna take his place. You understand? Instead of somebody else who's not of you understand, somebody else that didn't come from his bowels, is what it's saying. But didn't come from the seed. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 5. And he brought him forth abroad, and said, look now toward heaven, and tell the stars, if thou be able to number them. And he said unto him, so shall thy seed be. That's it, sir.
You understand? So the Lord told Abraham, you know what I'm saying? He told him to look up in the stars, right? And can he number them? Can he number the stars? And if he can't, just understand that basically what the Lord is telling him, that his seed is going to be exceedingly great. He's gonna have so many children. You understand? That's gonna you understand that the Lord's gonna be with, man. You understand? A great nation, the nation of Israel. He's with Abraham, and he's gonna be with his descendants. He's gonna be with his people, man. And they're going to inherit a land. That land that the Lord promised Abraham. You understand? The land of Canaan. The land of Canaan is gonna be. He's telling him it's gonna be the land that the children of it, his children or his descendants are going to inherit, right? And who does that land belong to? That land belongs to blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. You understand? Who are the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob?
That's right.
You understand? And we are the children of Israel. You understand? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. We are God's chosen people, and the land of Israel belongs to us. This is the land that the Lord promised Abram. The Lord promised Abraham, man. You understand? We are his descendants, and that's our land. Those people that's living over there in Israel right now, those are imposters. Those they call themselves, well, for internet, and we'll say those are the small hats. You understand? But they go by another name. I mean, I guess you can say it really Israelis, right? Israelis, you understand, an inhabitant of a land that doesn't belong to them, right? You're occupying a land that, you understand, that right as of now, no one has come in to claim it or take it. You understand? But that land is not theirs. That's why they don't call themselves Israelites. It's a Israelis. You understand? Like, occupants. So, you don't really own that. You're not really owning that land. You're just in there. You're just there. You know what I'm saying? There's other precepts I can go to, but for the sake of time, we're gonna go ahead and just keep on moving. Go ahead. So we're gonna continue on Genesis chapter 15, verse 6 in the Hebrew. All right.
By Yahweh. Waya Chashab. Waya Chashab. Waya Chashab. Lawa. Taladak. Verse 7. Wayamor. Alayawa. Anaya. Yahweh. Ashar. Wa. Hawa. Tada'a. Dayaka. Hawa Tada'a. Dayaka. Ma'awar. Kashdayam. La Lata Laka Arataza Hazata Larash Taha. Verse 8, Wayamor Adonaiah Yahweh Bama Adai Kaya Aya Wash Select Aya Wash Naha Aya Wash Naha. Verse 9, Wayamar Alayawa Kwa Ha Ha Kwaha Laya Agaha Mashal Lash Mashal Mashal Shalashta Mash Shalash Shalashta Mashalashta with eyes Mashal Mashallah Mashallah. Wa ayallah. Mashallah. Mashalash. Wa atar. Wa God. Wa God was all. Wa God was all. Verse 10. Wa yakwa. Lawa. Ah. Call. Alaha. Wayab. Wayabtar. Wayabta. Atam. Batawak. Wayatan. Ayash. Bakwawa. Lak. Lakwata. Lakwata. Ra'ai. Ra'ai. Hawa. Ra'ai Hawa. Wa'ah. Atazapar. Atazapar. La'ah. Bathar. That's 11. Wayarad. Ayata. Ayat. 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 Oh. Ha. Ha. Goyam. Hab Goyam. Wayashab. Atham. Abram. Verse 12. Wayahaya. Hashamash. Laba Wa'ah. Wathar. 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 Wathar Dema. Napala'ah. Al Abram. Wahana. Ayama. Ayama. Hashaka. Hashaka. Gadala'a. Nepal. Nepala. Nepala. Ilayawa. Verse 13. Wayamar. La Abram. You die. To die. Kaya. Guard. Higher. Zariah. 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 Zarakah, Baratazah, La'ah, Laham, Wa'ai, Badawam, Wa'ai, Noah, Wa'ai Noah, Atham, Abai, Ma'wath, Shana, verse 14, Wagam, Ath, Hagawa, Ashar, Ya'ai, Bada, Ya'ai, Badawa, Ya'ai, Badawa, Dan, Anakaya, Wa'a, Wa'a, Ha, Raya, Wa'a, Ha, Raya, Khan, Yataza, Awa, Barak, Barakash, got a wall. Verse 15. Right, so where was that?
Just go to 20. Just go ahead, we'll go to 20. Nah, you know what? Stop right at 15. You at 15?
Oh.
Stop at 15. Because yes, we're gonna start at 16.
Wata, Taba, Wa'a, All, Abatika, Bashalawam. Is it Bashalawam or Bashalam?
Not Shalom. No. Shalom.
Bashalam.
Yes, no. Shalom. Not Shalom. No.
What?
That's right.
Bashalam. Wa Takwar. Takwabar. Bashab. Bashaya Baha. Bashaya Baha. Tawaba. Since verse 15.
Can you go to? Yeah, it's fine. It's cool. Okay. We'll finish it out next. But you get. Yeah.
All right. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 15, and verse 6. And he believed in the Lord, and he counted it to him for righteousness. Verse 7. And he said unto him, I am the Lord that brought thee out of Ur of the Chaldees, to give thee this land to inherit it. Verse 8. And he said, Lord God, whereby shall I know that I shall inherit it? Verse 9. And he said unto him, take me an heifer of 3 years old, and a she-goat of 3 years old, and a ram of 3 years old, and a turtle dove, and a young pigeon. Verse 10. And he took unto him all these, and divided them in the midst, and laid each piece one against another. But the birds divided he not. And when the fowls came down upon the carcasses, Abram drove them away. Verse 12. And when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram, and lo, an horror of great darkness fell upon him. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them.
So Abram felt, he fell asleep, and the Lord gave him a vision. You understand? He said it was a terrible, horrible. You know what I'm saying? It was horrors in his vision. And he's seen his people. He's seen his people being afflicted, man. He's seen his people. You understand? Going through police brutality. He's seen his people going through slavery. He's seen his people, you understand, starving, living in ghettos and barrios. He's seen his people being, you understand, oppressed. That's what he's seen. He's seen his people being oppressed in the land of Egypt. You understand? He's seen his people being oppressed by the Egyptians. His seed, his descendants that's going to come after him. Right? Go ahead.
I'm coming. Verse 13. That thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs.
You'll be a stranger in a land that is not theirs. And what does it sound like? What does that sound like, man? Do you feel like, you know, like blacks and Latinos, even though they try to make us seem like, you know, like we're American by citizenship, right? As a citizen, you're an American, right? But are you treated like everybody else? Are we treated like, you know, our oppressor? Are we treated like the Chinese? Are we treated like the East Indians? Are we all treated the same? No. I think that the Afghanis that America was with war with for 20 years are treated more as citizens than so-called blacks and Latinos. Right? They give them, you know, $20,000 to set up their own business, set them up with cars and houses. I used to work with this my old slave. Work with this dude from Afghanistan. You know, he's working, you know, I don't know, whatever reason, but this dude claimed he had like 4 houses. He owned 4 houses. He only had one wife, but he had 4 houses. How did he get it all? How did he get access to all this? How does he own 4 houses in, you understand? And some of these economies, like we in Austin, like the economy is insane, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the housing market, like you're trying to buy a house with the interest rates. Do you know how expensive that is? This cat is owning 4 houses. That's what I'm saying. These heathens, they get it treated with more love and respect than so-called blacks and Latinos. You understand? This place is not our rest. This is not our resting place. This is not the place that the Lord gave us, man. You understand? Our brothers, the Native Indians and the Issacharites, they were already here. We were already here before our oppressor came. Right? But this place is not our rest. It's not the place that we were supposed to be in. This is not our land. Right? This is America. We don't run the government. We don't make the decisions over there. Even though they try to make it seem like we can just make decisions, and you know, a president will. I mean, they never promise us anything anyway. But if they do say anything, they're lying, because they never put us or put our interests first. You understand? They never put us first. They never think about us. That's why we still live in the ghettos and the barrios, no matter who the president is. You understand? This is not our land. We're being oppressed, just like we were oppressed in the land of Egypt. And the Lord said that would happen if we don't keep the commandments. Matter of fact, if you could hold that, let me get Deuteronomy 28:15. Like the Lord told us, if so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, who are the children of Israel, if we choose not to keep these commandments, serve the Lord, you understand? Have brotherhood, man, the Lord's gonna send us back to Egypt. That same horror and that terrible vision that the Lord sent Abram, that said his seed was gonna be afflicted 400 years in a land that is not theirs. He was talking about Egypt right there. Talking about the land of Egypt. Guess what? The Lord gave us let me say. Here's what the Lord told us to do. The Lord told us either we keep the commandments and rule over the nations, and be over all the people. Matter of fact, before you get that, let me get Deuteronomy. Yeah, let me get Deuteronomy 7:6 real quick. Then we're gonna go to 15. Right.
All right, it's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
We are a holy people. We are a separate nation. Holy means, and you go into the Hebrew, is kadash, which means separate, right? We're not together with everybody. We ain't supposed to be, building a kingdom all together and trying to make America great again. We're not all the same. We're so-called blacks and Latinos. We're different. You understand? We are separate. We're not the same as everybody else. Everybody's trying to copy and be like us. That's why right now in the Olympics, like we make up the Olympics. Like, we the ones that's running the fastest and doing everything. Like the Olympics would be boring as hell without us. And guess what else they just added to the Olympics? They just added breakdancing to the Olympics. Believe it or not. They added breakdancing to the Olympics. And where the hell did breakdancers come from? Came from Harlem, right? The Bronx, like, you know what I'm saying? The Bronx. Came from blacks and Latinos, man. That's where that came from. Yeah, you got a bunch of, Chinese breakdancing and to hip hop and all this other stuff because they're trying to be like you. You understand? Go ahead. So like.
Verse 6. Unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
We're supposed to be above all people upon the face of the earth, not equal to, above everybody, man. You understand? When you go to verse 20, chapter 28, verse 1, it says how we do it by keeping his commandments, right? And loving the Lord with all our heart and all our might, by doing what the Lord says to do. That's how we do it. Not by, any other way. You can't serve some other God or get some crystals and believe in some copper or whatever little metals you want to believe in, some crystals or some other God, and thinking that you can have rulership like that. You can't, because the Lord's not going to give it to you. The Lord, that's not the oath that the Lord told us, he gave us, man, to follow. Right? Now read Deuteronomy 28:15, Bible shot.
That's the book of Deuteronomy. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee.
But if you don't keep the commandments, all these curses are going to come upon us, man. Matter of fact, drop that and let me get Deuteronomy 28:68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Damn, we going to Egypt again. That same place that Abraham seen, it was horrible. A vision, that was a horrible vision, seeing his people get afflicted in a land that is not theirs. That was Egypt. And guess what? The Lord said, look, if y'all don't, after that, like, I'm jumping ahead myself. The Lord gave us an oath and said, listen, if y'all don't keep the commandments, y'all going to find yourself living in this horror again. What happened? Matter of fact, go ahead and finish it out, Bible.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
Ships.
Uh-huh.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Abraham is saying, Abraham. Right here, this Noah's telling you, the Lord saying, same place that I'm telling you that this is gonna happen, you're not gonna see it no more again. You're gonna be in a land again that is not yours. You understand? And you're going by the way of ships, slave ships. It's gonna happen again if you don't keep God's commandments. That's what the Lord told. That's what the Lord told Moses, man. And Noah, and Abraham, he visioned this, man. Lord sent him a vision to see this, man. To see it happen in Egypt and in America and in the Americas, right? Go ahead.
The thou shalt see it no more again, and there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
What happened when we got off the slave ships? We became slaves, man. Bondmen and bondwomen, man. Slaves. Right now, you probably think, oh, you know, I ain't no slaves. Slavery was a long time ago. No, we're slaves here in America, man. We are slaves. That's why you have to go to your job to pay for the lights and pay for the, you know, pay for all your bills to eat. And a lot of us is living paycheck to paycheck, man. One foot in the job and the other foot under the bridge, man. You understand? You don't spend. We have to work so much. We don't have no time to spend with our children. You know, and you know what we're doing? We're working, and somebody else is raising our children. There's something else raising our babies, man. You understand? It's something that the music that the children are listening to, the TV, the shows that the kids is watching. You understand? Or some other thing, some other possession is possessing your child and getting into their mind. Because, you know, we have to slave and we can't be there. That's oppression, man. Blacks and Latinos are oppressed. And guess what? Our oppressor wants that for us so that we'll never come out of it. We'll always be worried about the next dollar or the next thing that has nothing to do with the, you understand, empowerment of Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. You understand? We have to put everything else first. Everything else first, and then as we're tired and destroyed and depressed, who we turn to? We turn to a God that looks just like our oppressor. Like you pray, you go to the Christian church and pray to a God that looks just like your boss, looks just like your slave master, asking him to free you, asking him to give you mercy. You understand? Asking him to bless you. And then you go to your boss who looks like your oppressor and ask them for a raise or ask them for a day off. You understand? And guess what? You can't get neither one of them things, man. Your oppressor is just, you know, the religion that we follow, Christianity, Islam, it keeps our oppressor's knee on our necks, man. And the sooner that we let go of Christianity and all these, you understand, religions, that's when we can come up from up under them, man. And then rule over them. You understand? Because we're supposed to be their lords. We're supposed to be over them. You understand? The God of Israel is a black man. The Most High God is a black man.
Right.
Christ is a black man.
Right.
You understand? There's going to become a time where they're going to be asking us for a day off. They're going to be trying to ask us for you understand, for, you know, time to get food and water, a day off, things like that. First of all, we got to realize that who the devil is. We got to realize who our oppressor is, who our enemies are. We got to realize that we're enslaved, man. We're slaves. You know, a lot of us don't even realize that we're slaves here in America. You understand? We still think we're free because we can smoke weed, man. Because we can get drunk. Because we can have sex with whoever we want to. We think we're free in America, but really we're slaves, man. You understand? And it's deeper than the physical. It's deeper than going to work. We are mental slaves here, man. Slaves mentally, because we feel like we have to do things. You gotta celebrate Christmas. You gotta go celebrate those pagan holidays. Or the oppressor said we can have the day off. We can have 2 days off because it's Christmas or because it's whatever. We have to put up a Christmas tree in the house. We all have the day off now. All my family has the day off. Now we got to go come together for Thanksgiving. Slaves, man. You understand? We're slaves here, but we have to follow the culture of our oppressor unknowingly. But really, we don't have to. That's what our oppressor thinks, man. Right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what we think. That's what our oppressor has taught us to think like that. You know what I'm saying? To be obedient to sin, to be obedient to a slave master. Right? Go ahead, drop that. You can go ahead, go back to where we was at in Genesis. See what time it is. Yeah. What was that?
Okay. I thought you were looking at something.
No, he's well.
All right, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 15, verse 12 in the English. And when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram, and lo, an horror of great darkness fell upon him. Verse 13, and he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. Verse 14, and also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterward shall they come out with great substance. Verse 15, and thou shalt go to thy fathers in peace, and thou shalt be buried in a good old age.
All right, that's right, correct. All right, go ahead. Continue it in Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord gave Abraham that vision, showed him what his descendants or his seed is going to become, and where they're gonna basically the horrible vision of his children, or sorry, his seed being afflicted in the land of Egypt. In the land of Egypt, getting oppressed and afflicted 400 years. Right, go ahead.
I'm at Genesis 15 and 16 in the Hebrew. What do you want to start? Let's go to verse 10, 16.
Yeah, you're gonna go ahead, just finish it out to 16 and 10.
All right, this is the book of Genesis chapter 15, verse 16 in the Hebrew. Wador, Wadawar, Rabbiah Ayah, Yeshab, Bawa, Yeshab, Bawa, Bawa, Hana, Kaya, La'ah, Shalom, Iwan, Ha'am Raya, Aid, Hana. Verse 17, Wayahaya, Hashamash, Ba'a, Wa'ai Lata, Haya, Wahanha, Danawar, Ashan, Walapayad, Ash, Ashar, Ibar, Bayan, Hag Zarayim, Ha'aha. Verse 18, Bayawam, Hahawa'ah, Karath, Yahweh, Ath, Abaram, Bariath, La'amar, Lazarka, Nathathaya, Harataza, Hazaath, Manhar, Batalarium, Ai, Hanahar, Hagadol, Nahar, Harath. Verse 19, Ath, Hakwaya, Naya, Hakwaya, Naya, Wa'ath, Hakwa, Natazaya, Hakwa, Natazaya, Hakwa, Natazaya, Wa'ath, Hakwad, Hakwad, Manaya, Hakwad, Manaya. Verse 20, Wa'ath, Ha, Chathaya, Wa'ath, Apa, Hapa, Ratalaya, Hapa, Ratalaya, Wa'ath, Harap, Harap, Ayam, Harapium, Salaki. Verse 21, Wa'ath, Hamaraya, Ha'amaraya, Wa'ath, Ha-Hanayanya, Ha-Kananya, Wa'ath, Habar, Habar, Shemya, Habar, Habar, Gashaya, Habar, Gashaya, Wa'ath, Haya Bawasa, Haya Bawasa, Ya, Sa. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 16, verse 1. Washraya, Ashath, Abram, like Abram, La'ah, Yalad, Yaladha, Lawa, Walaha, Shap, Kaha, second, Shap, Kaha, Matazariah, Matazariah, Washam, Washam, Washamha, Washamha, Hagar. Verse 2, Wathamar, Shariah, All, Abram, Anaha, Na'ah, Itazar, Nayah, Yahweh, Mardath, Ba'ah, Na'ah, All, Shap, Kathaya. It's like a Shap, Kathaya. It's like Awa, Awalaya, Abnaha, Mamnaha, Wayashamai, Abram, Lakwawal, Shariah. Verse 3, Watakwa, Shariah, Ashath, Abram, Ath, Hagar, Hamataza Rayath, Shepha Kata, Shepha Kata, Makwataza, Ashar, Shanayon, Lashabath, Abram, Barataza, Kanayan, Watawa, Ataha, like it. La Abram, Ayasha, Ayasha, Lawa, La Asha'a. Verse 4, Wayaba'a, All, Hagar, Watahar, Watara'a, Kaya, Harataha, Watakwal, Gabar Ta'a, Gabar Taha, Ba'ai, Ba'ayanaya, Banaya Ayaha, Ba'ayanayata, Ayaha. Verse 5, Watamar, Shariah, All, Abram, Hamsayah, Hamasayah, Ilayaka, Anakaya, Natathia, Shabchataya, Bacha, Bokora, Bacha, Yakorak, Watara, Kaya, Harata, Waqwa, Ba'ai, Ba'aya Nayaha, Yashap, Yashapat, Yahweh, Benaiah, Wabaya Mayaka. Verse 6, Wayamor, Abram, All, Shariah, Hanaha, Shapa, Khataka, Shapa Khataka, Bayadak, Ashaya, La'a, it's like it, Laha, Hatawab. Ba'ayanaya. Ba'aya Nayak. Sorry, Ba'aya Nayak. Wata Ainaha. Wata Ainaha. Shariah. Watab Racha. Watab Racha. What's up? Watab Racha. Ma Naya. Ma Nayaha. Verse 7. Slaki. Verse 7. Waya Mataza Aha. Malak. Yahweh. Allah. Aya Ayawa. Hamayim. Bum the bar. Bum the bar. Bum the bar, Slaki. Ow. Ha'ai. Iowa. Iowa. Badarak. Shawar. Verse 8. Wayamar. Hagar. Shakaka. Shapa. Shak. Okay, Shak. Kaka. Shak Kaka. Shariah. Ayah. Mazah. Bath. Wana. Talakaya. Watamar. Mapnaya. Shariah. Gabartaya. Anakaya. Baracha. Verse 9. Wayamar. La'ah. Mala'ak. Yahweh. Shawabia. All. Gabartak. Wahath Anaya. Wahath Anaya. Tacha. Yadayaha. Verse 10. Wayamar. La'ah. Malak. Yahweh. Haba. Abraha. Ah. Zar. Ike. We got Ike. Wala'a. Yes. That's a par. Marab. That's it, sir. All right. We're going to keep going in the English. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 15, verse. Sorry, this book, Genesis chapter 15, verse 16. 15 and 16 in the English. But in the fourth generation shall they come hither again, for the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet full. And it shall come to pass that when the sun went down and it was dark, behold, a smoking furnace and a burning lamp that passed between those pieces. And the same day the Lord made a covenant with Abram, saying, unto thy seed have I given this land, from the river of Egypt unto the great river. It's like it. From the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates, the Kenites and the Kenizzites and the Cadmonites. Verse 20, and the Hittites and the Perizzites and the Reaphims. Verse 21, and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Girgashites and the Jebusites. All right, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 16, verse 1.
So the Lord is telling Abraham that the land, you understand, the Lord is going to give this land, Canaan, the land of Canaan, from the river of Egypt, all the way to the river Euphrates. Like this is your land, man. You understand? And you're gonna possess this land. Your seed is gonna possess this land from generation to generation, forever. Right? Go ahead.
Khan. This book of Genesis, chapter 16, verse 1 in the English. Now Sarai, Abram's wife, bare him no children, and she had a handmaid, an Egyptian, whose name was Hagar. Verse 2, and Sarai said unto Abram, behold, now the Lord hath restrained me from bearing. I pray thee, go unto my maid. It may be that I may obtain children. It's like it may be that I may obtain children by her.
So Sarah couldn't bear any children right then. She just wasn't able to get pregnant. She wasn't able to conceive a child yet. You understand? So she said she suggested to Abraham to lay with her handmaid, with her maiden woman. You know what I'm saying? And maybe she can have a child through her. Right? Go ahead.
Khan. And Abram hearkened to the voice of Sarai. Verse 3, and Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to her husband Abram to be his wife. Verse 4, and he went in unto Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw that she had conceived, her mistress was despised in her eyes. Verse 5, and Sarai said unto Abram, my wrong be upon thee. I have given my maid into thy bosom. And when she saw that she had conceived, I was despised in her eyes. The Lord judge between me and thee. Verse 6, but Abram said unto Sarai, behold, thy maid is in thy hand. Do to her as it pleaseth thee. And when Sarai dealt hardly with her, she fled from her face. Verse 7, and the angel of the Lord found her by a fountain of water in the wilderness, by the fountain in the way to Shur. Verse 8, and
real quick. So basically Sarah was like, after she didn't told Abraham that, you can go ahead and lay with my the maiden woman, my handmaid, you know what I'm saying? She basically, she was basically believing in multiple wives, but after that, she's like, dang, his sister got pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, she felt some type of way about it. So Abraham was like, well, do you know what I'm saying? He left it in the hands of his rib. You know what I'm saying? And she kind of, drove her away, drove Hagar away. Right? Go ahead.
Lucky. Verse 7. And the angel of the Lord found her by a fountain of water in the wilderness, by the fountain in the way to Shur. Verse 8. And he said, Hagar, Sarai's maid, whence camest thou, and whither wilt thou go? And she said, I flee from the face of my mistress Sarai. Verse 9. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, return to thy mistress, and submit thyself under her hands. Verse 10. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly, that it shall not be numbered for multitude. Verse 11.
Yeah. So the Lord told Hagar that her children, her son, is going to be a great nation. Right? You can read verse 11 just so we can get context.
Verse 11. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, behold, thou art with child, and shalt bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael.
His name is going to be what?
Ishmael.
Ishmael.
Because the Lord hath heard thy affliction. So
Ishmael, the Lord told Abraham that, the Lord told Hagar that, look, your child's going to become a great nation. His name is going to be Ishmael. Ishmael are the Arabians, man. You understand? That's those are the Arabians, man. That's who that became. They didn't receive the blessings of Abraham, like meaning, they didn't. The Lord's not with them. The Lord's not with the Muslims will tell you that, oh, the Lord's with Abraham. I'm sorry, the Lord's with Ishmael. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that ain't true. You know what I'm saying? Just because the Lord just gave, said that this was going to happen. They was going to become a great nation, and I believe 12 princes were going to come out. But that don't mean the Lord ain't with them. It's like that. That don't mean the Lord's with them. The Lord is not with Ishmael. The Lord ain't with them. He ain't dealing with the Arabians. You understand? But that's for next week, man. We'll say that for next week. We're gonna go ahead and close it out. Genesis chapter 16, verse 10. We're gonna pick it up next week. Then we're gonna go ahead and go into the prayers. Salaki. Yeah, the prayer. Yep, we're gonna go into the prayers, and then we're gonna go salute the Torah. We're gonna close it out. All right. So Madium, which means to stand. We're gonna soar and turn to face the east. Last Charlotte. Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Right.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw. Shabbat
Shemayim.
Kodash. Hayah. Shamka.
Yahweh.
Malakaka. Dawa'ah.
Batazaka. Batazaka. Yeah.
Hayah.
Asha.
Baratza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Nathan on the what? Come. Call. The wom. What's locking out? Wawak now. Kasalak now. Wawak now. Wala. Tabaya now. Banasay a one. A ball. Awasha now. Bayan. Wakaya. Laka.
Laka.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Wa Allah.
Wala.
Wataparawa.
Wapadawath.
La Awalamim.
Rayim.
Aman.
Aman. In the English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come.
thy kingdom
Thy
come.
will be done
Thy will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread.
and forgive us
Forgive us
our debts
our debts
as we forgive
and we forgive
our debtors.
and Lord.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine
For thine
is the kingdom,
the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever,
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Amen. All right. That's cool.
This is a cock, the power. Sorry, this is the power, which means which is a cock in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim Yahushua.
Hashem Yahshua.
Baruchah.
Shah.
Adonai.
Tannahu.
A cock.
Ka.
A cock.
Ka.
Arpa'ah.
Ba'a.
Call Makala.
Amalaga.
Wakar Madawa.
Kamarawa.
A cock. Latahar.
Karakar.
Ha Matarayim.
Amasarai.
A cock. La Hakwayam.
Atonyam.
Amakim.
Matthew.
A cock.
Ka.
Al Wakawat.
Akawawa.
Hatamala.
Amala.
The Barshi.
Garsh.
Bashim Yahushua. The water Aman.
Waraman. In the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to heal all manner of
The
sickness
power to heal all manner of sickness
and all manner of disease.
and all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean
The
spirits.
power to get unclean
To
spirits.
cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This Psalm 121 in Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Ahahari.
Ahari.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Yaba'ah.
Abba.
Isaiah.
Sorry.
Isaiah.
Sorry.
Ma'am Yahweh.
Mine Yahweh.
Asher Shemayim.
Asher Shemayim.
Wa Ratazah.
Ratza.
All Yathan.
Ayatan.
Lama Wat.
Mawat.
Ragalka.
God.
All Yanawam.
Ayamon.
Shamarka.
Mark.
Hana.
Anya.
La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yashan. Shamar.
Shamor.
Yasharala. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Mark.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazarka.
Sorry.
Ayad.
Yeah.
Yamyanka.
Young.
Yamam.
Yamon.
Hashamash.
Shema.
La'ah.
Ah.
Yakaha.
Ka.
Wayarak. Bayala.
Yeah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Shemar.
Makarad.
Kawa.
Yashamar.
Shemar.
Aknapashka. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar Tala'aka.
Marshal Tazat.
Waba Wa'aka.
Wa'af.
Ma'aita.
I.
Wa'ai Awalam.
In the English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord,
My help cometh from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth
shall
Israel
neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee
The Lord shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy
He
soul.
shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going
and
out
thy coming in
and thy coming
from
in
this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in Hebrew.
In Psalm 83 in Hebrew, Alahaya,
Alahai.
Aldamaya,
Adamai.
Laka,
Ka.
Altakarash,
Ashakarash.
Wa Altashakwat,
Alta Shakwat.
Alkaya,
Altaya.
Hana,
Na.
Awaya Bayaka,
Alman Bariyaka.
Yahama Yawan,
Amayawan.
Wa Mashana Yaka,
Rama. Namashika.
Yaka,
Yaka.
Warash,
Arash.
Imaka,
I'm
Yarayo Yamwa,
in one.
Sawad,
So why?
Waya Daya Itazawa,
Why if I say Isaac?
Al Tada Pawanyaka,
I'll tell you what I'm going
Amor, Lakawa,
to what?
Wanakakida,
I'm
Bagowa,
going
Wala'a,
to
Yazakar,
call.
Sham Yashala, Iwad Kaya,
Why do you call?
the white to the wall,
What?
Lab Yakad,
Lab you cut.
Lab Yakad,
Lab the carnival.
Al Yakad,
How you cut?
Baya,
The what?
Yakarakwa,
Like a rock.
Aholia,
I hold you.
Arawam,
Out of one.
Wayashama,
Why
Wayashama Island,
I should my
Mawa Abba,
all
Wangoria,
Sorry.
Gabal,
Ball.
Wa Amawan,
I'm a one.
Wa Amalak, Halashat, I'm your Shabia, Tala War, Gamasha War, Nalawa, I'm Hayawa, Zawa Labaniwa, Lawat, Salah, Aisha, Laham, Kamadi, Kasaya Sara'a, Kayabi, Banakar, Kwayashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayin, Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La Dama, Shagatam, Shagatamwa, Nadiyabma, Waka Arab, Waka Zaba, Waka Zabak, Waka Tazamanai, Kar Nasa Yakam, Ashar, Amarwa, Na Yarasha, the Nawa, Athna Alahayim, Alahaya, Shagatamwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Lapanya, Wakaka Ash, Tabaira, Yaira, Waka, Laba, Elahat, Harya, Kanta Daradapma, Basa Iraka, Wa Basa Wapaka, Tabahal, Mala'a, Panyaham, Palawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Yabahal, Ajai, Waikapar, Waikaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, all your one, I'll call, Haratiza.
In the English, keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O God.
O God.
For lo,
thine
enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
Come,
let us cut them off from being a nation.
Let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel,
may
be no more in remembrance.
May be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
Gabal. And Ammon.
And
Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The
inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashar is also joined with them.
Ashar is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Selah.
Selah.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kasan.
At the brook of Kasan.
Which perish at Endor.
Which perish at Endor.
They become as dung for the earth.
They become as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a reb.
Make their nobles like a reb.
And like Zee.
And like Zee.
Yea. All the princes of Zabah.
All the princes of Zabah.
And as Amunah.
As Amunah.
Who said,
Let
us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession.
Let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth a wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
As the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Lord.
O Lord.
Let them be confounded in trouble.
Let them be confounded in trouble.
Forever.
Forever.
Yea.
Let
them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Is
Yahweh.
Art
the Most High.
Art the Most High.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
All right. All right. We're gonna the Torah?
No. Y'all watching y'all shop right there. Y'all watching y'all shop right there.
With that concludes today's Sabbath service. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.